Let me take a guess. You were searching on YouTube or Google or even ChatGPT on how to transfer shares from one Demat account to another and you stumbled across this video. Maybe you're even seeing me for the very first time. But don't worry, you've come to the right place, my friend. Because in this channel, we have taught more than 10 lakh people on how to go about this process. But one thing that you have to promise me, make sure you watch this video till the very end. Because unlike the previous videos, there have been certain changes that the government has made on their website, and with these changes we are making today's updated video. So make sure you watch till the very end. If you face any issues in the previous processes, this video will clear it all up for you. So if that's the case, what are you waiting for? This is Ajay Ajith. Welcome to MarketFeed. So the original problem statement remains. You might have bought mutual funds in one account, you might have bought shares in another account, and even gilt funds or debt funds in another account. Now you want to consolidate all of this so that you can track it easily. Or you might even want to start MarketFeed's one capital, two return service. And even for that, you need all of this to be in a single account so that you can take advantage of it. Or you might be even transferring shares from your account to your son's account or your daughter's account or your wife's name for tax purposes or for gifting purposes. Under all of these conditions, you can always sell from your current account and buy in the new account. But what will happen there? First thing that will happen is transaction charges. And the second thing is, if you're doing it for a big enough sum, you'll be facing taxes, both on short-term capital gains or even long-term capital gains. So this process that we are going to follow today will help you avoid all of that. So let's get started with it. So the very first method that you can use to transfer your shares is not very widely used. It is a physical DIS slip method. Okay, so I'll tell you what the physical DIS slip is. So you go to your broker and tell them that you want to transfer shares from your account to another account. No matter if it is your own, your wife's name, your son's name, no matter what, they'll give you a physical delivery instruction slip form. Okay, so in this form, you'll be asked what is your name, what is your Demat account number, what is the account you want to transfer into. Everything will be asked there. You can fill it up one by one. You can send it back to your broker and the broker will help you complete this transaction. So whenever, let's say, your shares are in an NSDL account or a CDSL account and you want to transfer to another depository, it will always require this process. So make sure you have that in mind. But if both your accounts are under the same depository, that is under CDSL, you can use this very simple process that I'm going to teach you now for transferring shares from one Demat account to another. So let's go ahead and look into it. So the first thing here is to open the CDSL website. So come to Google, type in CDSL website and click on the first link that shows up. Okay, the first link that shows up is CDSL and you can see ECS below that. Come click on that so that you can start this process. So you can see sign into Easy or ECS is the screen that you come into. So here you'll be asked for a username and password, but no, you have not created that account yet. So you have to come below and click on that to register for easiest option. There are two options. Don't click on the first one, click on the second one, which is to register for easiest. So go ahead and click that and here you'll be asked for your Demat details under easiest registration. And what are you being asked here? Your DP ID and your client ID. How do you find this? Go to your broker's terminal, your broker's profile and dashboard and come here so that you can find your Demat account number. It is a 16-digit account number within which the first 8 digits are your DP ID and the next 8 digits are your client ID. So come and copy paste it here and make sure you click on the tick mark down below and hit the continue button before proceeding. So one thing to make clear here we are going to enter the DP ID and client ID of the account you want to transfer shares from. Okay, so let's say you want to transfer shares from Zerodha to IIFL. So make sure you're creating a CDSL account for the Zerodha account, not for the other one, for the Zerodha account. So go to your Zerodha's profile, take the DP ID and client ID from there only. Make sure you do not get this confused. Okay. So here in the next stage, you will be asked for an OTP. Don't worry, this won't take much time. So the next step is to enter OTP. Here automatically mobile and email OTP will be generated to whoever is owning that Demat account number. So let's say you've created a Zerodha account and in that you've already given a certain email and a certain mobile number. So you'll be getting your email OTP and mobile OTP there itself. So make sure you check that, enter it properly and then click on the continue button right here. Now this is where I saw a few confusions from our last video. Certain things have changed around this zone. So here you'll be asked for your account details, please enter your preferred username. You can enter a username of choice here. You can enter your name or a fancy name that you prefer. That is okay, but make sure that it is hidden and it is for personal preferential use. You can see it as your bank net banking user ID. Okay, and on the next option, make sure you click on the trusted account PIN option. Okay, that is what you need to select, and click on select security question. You can select whatever you need and make sure you fill out your security question with answers here. So you can see here the registration is successful. Registration request has been forwarded to your DP for authentication. It is very, very simple, but we are only done with the first part. So now you would be at the finish step. But let me fast forward this process because it could take you 6 hours to 1 day to receive the email that these guys are talking about, which is kindly await authentication from your DP, that is your broker, so that you can activate your login. Okay, so let's go ahead and wait for that. So after some time, maybe 6 hours or even maybe 1 day, depending on your broker, you will be getting this email. Dear Demat account holder, congratulations, you have indeed made a smart choice by registering to Easiest. And the thing that we need here is your login password. The login password that you can see here, that is what we need. So come copy the password that you received in the email ID here. And what do you need to do? You need to go back into your CDSL login profile. You already set your username. You already know that. Come enter that here and come copy paste the password also and click on the login button. If everything is okay, you'll be able to easily log in and it will ask for your OTP for verification. You can enter that here, click on validate, and you'll be logged into your CDSL Easiest account for the very first time. So the first thing that you'll be asked here is to change your password. So you'll be asked for your old password. What is that? The one you received on your email. And you can go ahead, enter a new password. Make sure they have listed down certain set of rules here on how the password should be. Make sure you follow all of that rules and create a new password right here. So I'll go ahead and make mine. Click on the submit button and you'll be getting the notification password changed successfully. So that process is also done. But again, now you have to log in one more time. I know it's a time taking process. CDSL is a government entity. So go ahead, enter your username once again, your new password once again, and enter your OTP also one more time. But please bear with me. This is going to be very, very worth it. So once you have logged in, this is a home page that you will be seeing. But quickly come and click on the miscellaneous option right here and click on reset pin. It is super, super important because last time out there, a lot of people were confused on how to get your transaction pin, because at the end of share transfer process, you'll be asked for a transfer pin and many people were confused. Click on the reset pin. So what will you be asked here? You'll be asked a security question. The question that you set earlier for your own account. Very, very easy. It'll take you 2 minutes. Okay, let's go ahead and do that. So the security question is right here. I'll go ahead, enter my answer right here, confirm it and click on submit. Okay, done. PIN recovered successfully. You'll be getting the PIN on your email ID right now. Okay, make sure the transaction PIN is saved right there. Now that you've set the PIN, let's go to the next step. Once again, come click on miscellaneous. Okay, edit trusted account. So make sure you get this very clear. The trusted account is the account you want to transfer shares into. In our earlier example, we were transferring from Zerodha to IIFL Capital. So your IIFL Capital account is your trusted account. Okay, so let's go ahead, click on the add trusted account option right here and enter the BOID. That is a Demat account number of your IIFL account. This will be your entire Demat account number. It will be a 16-digit number. You can find it on your broker's profile. Go ahead, enter it and click on the submit button right here. You'll be getting the confirmation message also. So now you can see below, it is status is pending for authentication. That means the linking is not done. So for completing the linking, click on the transaction button on the top. Now click on BO linking setup. That is how we can go ahead with the process. So here, once again, you have to specify what is your buyer BOID. Is it CDSL? Again, I personally use this entire setup process only for CDSL to CDSL transfer. You can try it out for NSDL, but personally, I can only vouch for CDSL to CDSL transfer because all the new age brokers are only using CDSL. So even if you're transferring to your own account, you have to come enter the PAN number here and you can come ahead, type it and click on the submit button right here. So once this process is done, you'll be seeing the BO seller buyer link setup successful. Click on OK. But you'll be seeing once you go into transaction, BO linking, and go to the next option, which is inquiry. So you're seeing linking status as pending here. That is what I want you to note. And to solve that, you would have received an email in your account. And here, what do you need to authenticate? You need to authenticate the off-market transaction. That you need to authenticate the BO linking here. So you'll be receiving such an email. You'll be getting a link. Again, don't worry. This is official. You can check the email ID. It will be from cdslindia.co.in. Okay, so click on the link right here and enter your PAN card number and your Demat account number. Again, the process is very simple. It is just quite repetitive. The things you need are your BOID, your PAN card number. That is it. And some OTPs, but you have to come enter it multiple times. So enter both the numbers here and click on the submit button. So once you submit, you'll be seeing the option here. So the earlier entire confirmation will be showing up here. So which is your seller account? That will be clear here. Which is a buyer BOID? That will also be very clear here. Make sure you double check. You do not want to get this wrong. Okay. So click on generate OTP. You'll be receiving a OTP on both your mobile and email. Come enter the OTP here and click on the accept button. So the next step after doing all of this is to come back into your CDSL ECS login, enter your username, then go ahead, enter your password, click on the login button. Again, it is quite repetitive. So the next thing you'll be asked is your OTP as always. Make sure you enter that and click on the validate button right here. Now when you go into transaction, go into BO linking and search or open BO linking inquiry, you'll be seeing that the process linking status is verified. It is no longer pending. Okay, that is a good sign. So now we can start transferring our account. Till now, it is only setting up your account. It is only setting up the buyer and seller account. All that is done. Now we can start with the transfer process. So now come do one more thing. Come click on miscellaneous right here. Come click on the edit trusted account option right here and you'll be seeing the status as authenticated by DP. Okay, so first we did the BO linking setup right there. We verified that. Now you can see the status here in edit trusted account is also authenticated by DP. If this is not already done, reach out to your broker, the one you want to transfer shares from, and send them an email. In my experience, some brokers like Upstox does not authenticate this automatically and you'll have to send an email to make sure they authenticate it, because no broker wants to lose their business. No one wants you to transfer shares out of their system. Okay, that is why they do it. Some are more cunning than others. So if you have such a problem, just email them. They're legally obligated to verify it for you and to help you with this CDSL transfer process. So you can be very strong in your messaging. If you've got to the stage, 90% of your work is done. Because first, what did we do? We created a CDSL account. We got the email from our broker. We authenticated everything. We logged in. We changed our PIN. Then we went ahead, set up a trusted account. Then we went ahead, did the BO linking process also. All this will take some time, to be very honest, because this BO linking is instant. But this trusted account, some brokers might even take up to 2 days. So what do you have to do here? Now let's start with the actual share transfer process. As I said, 90% of the work is complete. The last 10% is actually transferring your shares right here. Let's go ahead, click on the transaction button here on the top. Click on setup, because that is what we need to start transferring our shares. So you're almost there. Make sure you watch the video till the very end so that you even get some frequently asked questions answered. So now that you're in the transaction setup screen, the first thing that you'll need to is to come select the counter BOID. The counter BOID is the account you want to transfer shares into. So come select that from the drop down. So now the next thing that you have to do is to set the execution date. That is the one that you can see on the left right here. So if you're trying to transfer shares after 5 p.m. on any day, make sure you select the execution date, which is the next market date here. Okay, so if you're transferring during market hours, it is okay. But if you're transferring outside market hours, select the next working market day right here. Now, no need to change any of this right here. The next thing that we need to go into is the entity identifier down below here. So come click on entity identifier, please select and select NA. Okay, do not ask me what it means. Through a lot of trial and error, I've made this video for you, and this is the one that works. So the next thing you'll be seeing here is ISIN details. Come click on the plus button right here. So we are almost at the final step. So ISIN is basically a unique number that is given to the share, whatever share or stock or mutual fund or bond that you're holding. Okay, that is a ISIN right here. Now, every stock or every company has a unique ISIN, but you don't know whatever is going to be your ISIN. So come click on the account ISIN options right here. Yes, so in this account for testing purpose, you can see there is a Nippon Liquid Bees. You can see a Canara ETF is there. You can see Mirai ETF is there. Axis ETF is there. So what you need to do is to come check out whatever ISIN that you want to transfer. Okay, whatever share or mutual fund you want to transfer, come verify the balance right here. It is 15.553 units. Come copy that and click on this ISIN number. So that is entered. And now click on quantity. And how much do you want to transfer? If you want to transfer the entire quantity, just paste what we saw earlier. If you want to transfer only 10 units, you can enter that right here. Consideration amount, you can give it as 0 because you're going to transfer from your own account. If you're sending it to your loved ones or your friends, you can come select the gift option. If you're transferring to your own account, you can come select that right here. I am going to select transfer between specified family member. That makes it easier. Do not worry. It is not going to be much a problem. So come select the relation also. I am going to transfer it to my mother's account right here. Okay. So go ahead, select that and click OK. That is done. Now one ISIN is selected. Which one? Canara's ETF is selected. Now if you want to transfer more shares at the same time, go click on the plus button once again and you can repeat this process for the second ETF, the third ETF. It can be a sovereign gold bond. It can be anything that you hold in your account. You can come repeat the process if you want to send more and more mutual funds or shares in a single process. So I'll do that here. I've selected that I need to transfer 3 of my items right here. So after doing all of this, come click on the verify button. So it'll ask, do you want to save the transaction? Hit on OK. So once you verify, you'll be getting this option right here. Click on OK. And again, it'll be asking kindly authenticate the off-market transaction by generating an OTP. Click on OK again. So now you'll be seeing all 3 of the shares of the mutual funds that you selected right here. Click or select each tick mark on the left side right here. And you have to go click on the commit option. You know why all of this is being done? Because you're going to transfer a very valuable commodity. You might be transferring lakhs or tens of lakhs or crores worth of shares. So the CDSL wants you to be very, very sure that you're doing it the right way. That is why they're asking for so many steps, asking for so many confirmations, because this is as good or even better than cash transactions. So make sure once you've confirmed everything, you click on the commit button right here. Yeah, an OTP will be generated. Enter the OTP right here. Yeah. And here you'll be asked for the enter PIN option. Now, if you have not set the PIN, you'll be thinking, what PIN? I set a password, I set a security question, but this is the account transaction PIN that we earlier reset. Okay, so come enter that transaction PIN right here, and this is a confirmation email, or this is a confirmation screen that you'll be seeing. Okay, you'll be seeing the transaction ID, you'll be seeing the status also, you'll be seeing it as authenticated successfully. Now within just 2 days, the shares will be leaving from your account and it will be transferred to your other account that you wanted to transfer to. So all of the process is done. As I said, the entire process, the major headache is to set up the CDSL account and set up the linking process. After that, it is very, very easy. It hardly takes you more than 10 minutes to go through the entire process. So now you're done with the entire process. I'll go through certain doubts and frequently asked questions from my last video. Watch this also so that you can avoid all confusions. So the first doubt that I saw a lot of people asking was they're not getting the BOID. They're not understanding the BOID. So it's very, very simple. Go talk to your broker, go to your broker's profile, or go to the welcome email that you got when you opened the broker's Demat account. There you'll be seeing a 16-digit either Demat account number, it can be called as a BOID, it can be called as client ID and DPID separately. So all of that will be separate or even one single thing. It is all entirely the same thing. So BOID is first 8 digits is your DPID plus next 8 digits is your client ID. That is what is called your Demat account number. You'll be able to easily find it by talking to your broker. Now the second FAQ is, can I do mutual funds transfer? Yes, you can do mutual funds. I've done gilt funds. I've transferred ETFs, I've transferred liquid Bs, all of this can be done. Even SGBs can be transferred. Anything that is in your CDSL account can be transferred from this account to another. It is as simple as that. The third thing that I saw is the broker is not authenticating your trusted account option. So as I told earlier, but if you email their support, they have to do it. They'll be doing it very, very easily and effectively. Make sure you can go to ChatGPT, ask them to type out an email to your broker, and it will be giving a certain text. Copy paste that and send it to the support email of your broker. They'll be helping you with that. The last thing is the transaction charges. What is the charges that is applicable here? So the major thing that you have to understand here, 29 rupees including GST is what will be charged per script. Per script means that, let's say you want to transfer HDFC Bank. No matter if you have 10 shares or 100 shares or 10,000 shares, you'll be charged 29 rupees for one transaction for just HDFC Bank. Now for Reliance, if you want to transfer, you have to again give 29 rupees as transaction charge. This will be taken from your broker's account itself. So make sure your trading account has enough balance. The last FAQ that I saw is the average buy price. It will always be 0. So make sure you memorize what was the average buying price of your share in the first place. Otherwise, you'll be facing a lot of trouble, especially at the time of selling and filing for taxes. So make sure you can avoid all of that by remembering what was your average buy price from earlier. So now that is the video. Hope you liked it. I know a lot of you have already seen my videos and tried all of this out. A lot of you have been successful, but lately certain changes in the CDSL platform have made it slightly harder. So if you like the video, make sure to hit the like button, subscribe for more such content. This is Ajay Ajith signing off. See you all. Bye bye.